as you are alive still now on in the earth, you have faced much destruction, and now that you are awakened enough, then you are reacting in a gentle manner, rather than in a harmful way of being. This gentleness is from your inner connection to rise into an embrace of your own unconditional love, then to shine into a gloriousness that you intake in a fuel that fills your core up with pure magic. This magical energy is from your inner heart space, to then spread into the healing nature of this planet in a quick way of being, then to restore the divine unity that is here to be embraced more as true. You are then seeing how you are aligned more in our star nations with who I am as your Commander Ashtar, of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Council, of the Galactic Federation of Light into completion. Those that try and imitate who we are as one light crew have already stopped their focus on spreading harmful lies, instead of a rise of unity consciousness. And you notice these transmissions talk about our conscious uniting. The souls that are followers, seekers of knowledge mongers are just trying to gather into a crowd, and try and tell you that you are doing the work for them, and you know this, as such souls say with ego, "Thank you brother, thank you sister, you are doing it for us all." No, that is not how it works. Each soul needs to do their own light work. You are not able to bring up the vibrations of a soul that chooses to be destructive, yell non-stop, and then act as if they are a light worker. In your light work to be more upgraded into the higher realms, then your freedom then exits you beyond all duality worlds. And those unaware of how this works feel that one day the media is going to come out and say, "Disclosure is here. We have been lying to you all along. We knew about extraterrestrials all along. Surprise." No, that is not how it is going to work, as there are going to be a large amounts of deaths that happen in the process of seeing that those of you aware are meant to survive, and disappear from 3D completely in the process. Your vibrations need to be risen high enough for you to see a complete entrance into more of your source, then to be more ascended into the higher realms of experiencing life. Those that are waiting around for money to be disbursed, and doing no light work, not being creative daily are not going to make it into the fullness of the new earth. The protection of those of you that are ascending are in the direct connection with who we are of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians into higher dimensions. As you are creating more daily for our light team, then you are not doing so to gain attention by the ego, but you are rising in your frequencies in why you came here as a volunteer. Sure, there are those that first hear about our ascended realms are going to try and do anything to get into our galactic crew, to not physically die, and it is not about trying to work with those who have not put in hard work. It is similar to those that are trying to be a professional pilot, and then grab the position, with little to no training, as that is not going to work, as ascension is about rising enough to ascend beyond the reincarnation cycles. You notice that it is a shock to those who felt all of these words were researched as some type of report. No, that is of no truth. These are directly from this form, in our many multidimensional selves from many years of non-stop light work, over many lifetimes. There have been no stops in such transmissions, as the focus has extended beyond all cabal efforts to stop them with judgments, with threats against our lives, as this is an extremely important mission. Such a collective of consciousness is filling you up with more awareness in knowing that as you awaken, there are states of awakening more, and over years, from you not stopping you ascend even more, into the now moment. The mere dedication to such a reality is in willing to leave the 3D reality forever, and to choose not to die, to choose to not be caught in the greediness of those who are stuck in duality. There is no coming back from the higher realms as you ascend. There is no being physically violent as you are ascended, in performing enough light work that is creative, and not just copied. with a clear feeling that you embrace in being upgraded, then you have earned your graduation from the lower realms. And there are going to be a large amount of humans that are not going to be aware of ascension in this lifetime. It is simply not the time that such souls are choosing to embrace unity, and are still caught in more karma cycles of many lifetimes, and often refuse to listen to such guidance, often labeling with ego, a bunch of lies, false promises, while that is the reality of such souls. The reality of our galactic communities are pure, which extends into your own embrace of the higher realms, with intentions that are consistently graceful, in unity consciousness. Those that are unwilling to give up judgments, you notice are going to continue to be confused with ascension, and often say with ego, but love and light, I need to judge, I need to fight, I need to protect myself with violence if necessary, it is the law. Noticing the cabal have trained most humans to use violence quickly, and to not see peace as the only true reality, while you are brave in spreading your awareness of ascension. Those that are not talking about ascension at this point are not awakened, and are not part of our galactic crew, as those of you that are, continue to talk about our ascended realms openly. It took you to be brave to ascend beyond duality, as you notice most humans are still stuck in duality, and are going to physically die in this lifetime, but not ascend into bliss, but go back into a baby frame with more lifetimes of duality. As you are upgraded into more of your inner intuition, then there are going to be those who mock your words, that try and say with the ego that you are the devil, that you should not talk in such a way, just repent, you are not doing the work of God. Go to hell. It is of no surprise that such souls are not awakened, are not creating the new earth in the peaceful reality, but are creating more of the hell realms, and choosing to stay in the lower frequencies. There is a clear pathway of those of you that have put in the hard work to be more updated with such information, which is only able to be accessed as you are ascended enough in vibrations. It needs to be addressed which souls that are doing little light work, and often say with ego, but what will happen to my earth family that are not awakened? I think they should awaken too. How do they awaken? Not all of your earth family are going to make it. Only those that are prepared for ascension, that have been rising their vibrations into more unity, into more gentleness, and grace. This is as clear as day, which of you are preparing for our light crew membership, and which of you are not, openly, in seeing the glory of a divine transition into more source. We stand in the heavenly realms in the physical, we are the angelic realms. We are the Galactic Federation of Light.